Budenholzer and his former star as we begin in the second half here in Milwaukee. First game back in this building and in this city for Budenholzer since he was shown he's got 24.
Well, and as you said earlier in the game, Sparrow, he came in over the last 5 games averaging fewer than 18 points a game and really struggling shooting the ball, 43% from floor and 12% from 3, but he's getting it going tonight with Kevin Durant out.
No KD, ankle injury that he sustained in their last time out. Corner 3 from Dunn. Richards on a punt, retake the lead.
That's Richards' first bucket of the night, but he's one of the best rebounders in the league, 10th in the league in rebounds per minute.
Got him in the trade middle part of January from Charlotte in that Josh Okogie deal, as many as 15 in the first half. Now we got a brand new game here as we play early stages, third quarter. Colin Gillespie, 8th straight start in the absence of Beal. This is Allen
that ball to his left hand, takes it hard, and then pivots away, creating space, and knocks it down.
Rollins had an open look at a 3. Grayson Allen, coach, hadn't quite looked like himself. Coming back from that foot injury. Struggles in his return, but tonight starting to show some of his old offensive form as this thing is tied again.
Yeah, the 4 games back, he'd average himself as Antetokounmpo also looked like himself right there.
So Antetokounmpo now with 22 points. Booker misses on the baseline. Jay.
Here we go.
Drive and kick. Rollins from the corner. That's
chin. And the only way to stop him is he sucks in your entire defense, and he creates the 3 for Rollins.
Torian Prince the intercept. Keep in mind Antetokounmpo, not only their leader in points and rebounds, Stan, he leads. You don't think you could come up with a defensive game plan to slow him down, Stan?
I tried for years and was about as successful as everyone else has been.
Nice little step through move, and now a 10-2 run to get Milwaukee a 7-point lead. Here comes Booker, gets downhill into the corner to Dunn. Underneath, knocked around. Richards, this is Booker. Only the 3rd rebound of the night for Antetokounmpo. Here he comes into the paint.
Like Budenholzer's also going to take out Dunn early. What Antetokounmpo does, besides getting 30 a night, he just puts your whole
drive and finish by Kuzma. Shaka's either at the refreshment stand or on his phone working the transfer portal back in the tunnel. It's a busy time of year. Here comes Booker curling into the paint. And
job late in the second quarter of taking away. Look, with the great players, you don't stop them. You simply have to try to get them away from their strengths and
extend this 7-point lead. For Milwaukee, Stan, just seems like every time this time of year, the last couple of years, they've had injuries. First-round playoff exit against Indiana.
No question. And then even the year they lost to Miami in the first round, when Miami went to the finals, Antetokounmpo also there missed 3 of the 5 games. So it has been a persistent problem here in Milwaukee. Uh-oh.
Phoenix desperately scurrying back, but then it's...
Look, I would take Thanasis on any team I coached. The
I know you would.
Enthusiasm that he brings, the energy he brings on a daily basis.
Grayson Allen 3-pointer. So Phoenix, Stan, has answered the bell. Every time we think Milwaukee's going to run away with this game, Suns have responded. Look at Antetokounmpo. I'll wait till after their shot. But I didn't say it.
Well, that's good because we can't blame you now. You were going to say, but I think even your thought jinxed him.
Is that what we're going with now? The mental
attacking the paint. So now the 3-point shooters are getting wide open shots versus contested threes. Can that be the formula to close out the season?
Well, that's always, I think, the formula for them. That's why this team was built the way it is, Dennis, you know, to put shooters around Giannis,
right.
And then he just has to make the plays, which, as we're seeing tonight.
And then you get Portis back here those last 4 games. He brings more toughness, more defensive prowess. Can that be enough for the Bucks to really think they can go deep as Prince gets a reverse layup?
Well, great cut by Taurean Prince.
Devin Booker at the other end. So Phoenix has gone cold, and suddenly, after Milwaukee blew a 15-point lead, they've got their largest lead of the night. As we cross the midway point of this third quarter, Antetokounmpo, full extension.
If you come with a second guy, he's finding shooters and they're knocking down shots. If you don't, there's nobody you can play him one-on-one, and he's going to score easily.
Just wondered, would this Phoenix team have enough? No Kevin Durant, no Bradley Beal. Trying to hold on for dear life as the number 11 team in the West. Booker, and now he is cooled off.
Well, and there's a lot of things, unfortunately, that this Phoenix team doesn't have enough of. Right now, the talent.
Cody Martin pokes it away from Antetokounmpo, who recovers. Now into the corner to Rollins, 5 to shoot. Kuzma from deep. Milwaukee 10 of 19 from 3 tonight. Booker, big basket, wanted a 20-2 run before that make by Booker.
Well, and this is the tough spot for Phoenix when you get this far down, because you can't do it all with your shooting now. You've got to get some stops. And this is something this team hasn't done a lot of, and they break down, and nobody has Connaughton.
See what Devin Booker has tried to do. Ban. And we're going to get a whistle blown.
For Phoenix with 11, and he has not scored here in the third quarter.
Into the corner, this is Martin, 3, rims out, and the rebound Rollins. It just has not been the Suns' night from the three-point line. Antetokounmpo.
Take shots to win.
Announcement that really kind of threw this Milwaukee 4 games of the regular season, so the hope is that you can get him back into physical rhythm as Booker drains another season push.
Well, yeah, and what they really need, Portis and Sims, they need rebounding help. This was one of the best defensive rebounding teams in the league for most of the for Gary Trent Jr., but their rebounding has really dropped off, and they've
in defensive rating are the Bucks. But during this 4-game slide, they've slipped to 26th during that stretch. Gillespie, corner 3 short. And the Suns' 3-point struggles continue. 18-point Milwaukee lead as we hit the 3-minute mark now left in the quarter. Good movement. Rollins, corner pocket 3. That's
a great ball movement by Milwaukee, because he's been getting to the rim. They double-teamed him on the perimeter. He moved the ball willingly. Nothing on the stat sheet for him on that possession, but he created that open 3.
So Rollins, another start, playing well. He's had some nice moments for them during this stretch where he has played his way into Doc Rivers' rotation. Milwaukee poked away by Gillespie. Booker into the corner for Jones. Open 3. 23 assists stand on their 33 made field goals. Again, the offense has never been the issue with this team this year. Can they dig in enough and be good enough with their defense?
Outside, he's moving, and Milwaukee comes out in 2-3 zone.
Jones, tough little last stoppage. They changed that last Devin Booker 3 to a 2 at the 3:47 mark of the quarter.
Well, that's the second Phoenix 3 that's been changed to a 2 tonight. Not much going right for the Suns.
Gary Trent Jr. on the wing for Porter. At one, our great TNT crew here. Our director, Jonathan Bywaters, our producer, Sean Gerchikov. Nice to have everyone with.
Well, Tyus Jones, again, one of the top 3-point shooters in the league, and Milwaukee made no effort to get over that screen and get back out to him.
Lopez, the birthday boy, a little bit too much on that floater. Tyus Jones has hit the last 8 points for Phoenix. Trying to steal some minutes here with Devin Booker on the bench. Gillespie, turn back. Lopez got him. Still a defensive force. In fact, the NBA's active leader in blocks, Brook Lopez. And look at that pass.
That's what we got to correct.
Speaking of non-Giannis minutes, how long do you leave him rest? Because he's getting downhill. You're getting any shot when you want when he's attacking the paint.
He's human. He needs a little bit of rest. But we'll watch the clock.
Nice, Doc.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, 3D, great stuff with the Antetokounmpo stand still on the bench to begin this fourth quarter. And that was the first thing, one of the things that Doc actually mentioned when we sat with him in his office before the game, those 9 or 10 or so minutes with Antetokounmpo on the bench. As we'll get an offensive foul here against Allen.
So is Giannis, a little giggle there.
Underneath, low.
Well, the Bucks are just so much bigger right now than Phoenix is.
Here comes Booker, gets downhill into the corner, and that 11.
Well, you can see the problem here, though. This was at the end of the third quarter. Plus 28 in 28 minutes with Giannis, minus 16 in the 8 minutes he's out. That's what Doc Rivers and Dennis Scott were talking.
Lopez may have Antetokounmpo to thank. Murat Kogan, always possible. With Brook Lopez, one of the most colorful personalities in the NBA. Here comes Allen underneath. Richards turned back. Loose ball, Booker hanging in the paint. Underneath, it's Richards again. Gonna power back up. So Phoenix stand, give them some credit. Scrappy, just trying to stay close.
I'm really glad to see it because I think one of the problems with this Phoenix team here in this last stretch has been not showing enough fight. It's nice to see them continuing to battle through some adversity tonight.
Again, a Phoenix team that has lost 3 straight games, just 5-5 in their last 10, with everything at stake for them as they begin the night 1 game out of that final play-in spot in the West, as Allen misses a corner 3. Porter drive and kick, and then Kuzma a little bit short. Devin Booker a little bit more ball handling responsibilities. Dunn in the corner, steps back.
He's been shooting the 3 better, but a step back off the dribble, not really Ryan Dunn's shot.
So 3 minutes gone by in the fourth. Antetokounmpo waiting to check in. Kuzma, beautiful drops.
Big time move there by Kuzma.
Got Kuzma in that deadline deal from Washington. 20-plus points in back-to-back games entering this one tonight as Jones misses from the corner. Porter, and no one back for Phoenix. Rally his Bucks as Porter Jr. completes the 3-point play, and their lead now back up to 15.
Well, and he's right. Every time Milwaukee has driven the ball, drawn help, and moved the ball, they've gotten great shots.
Grayson Allen, that's a deep 3, tough shot.
Budenholzer running Booker from side to side, but then as the ball got to him, flare screen for Grayson Allen, the 7th best 3-point shooter in the NBA.
Up over 40%, and then he makes a play at the other end against his ex-mate. Transition 3, Allen a little bit short, and then it's put
all on the floor.
Court bodies all
over here to get the lead.
That lopsided blowout loss to Houston on Sunday at home, in which they gave up almost 150 points.
Same play. Then to the next option, pick and roll with Booker and Richards.
So Milwaukee made the adjustment, but it's Gillespie. As play resumes, 7 and change left to play. The 2025 MLB season is here. TBS has you covered all season long. Watch the Phillies take on the Braves April the 8th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, TBS, and streaming.
Yeah, I don't know about going under on a handoff with the #1 3-point shooter in the league. Doesn't make a bit of sense.
Grayson Allen, boy, it's a big...
You know what? We won't guard your best 3-point shooter either.
So inside of the 7-minute mark, Antetokounmpo leads in with the 2. It's his 5th straight with at least 30 for Milwaukee. Allen, and he's starting to...
You got to have some idea that he's the best 3-point shooter on the floor for Phoenix.
Look at the three-point shooting now in the quarter. 5th three for the Suns in less than 6 minutes. Gillespie.
Doc talked about if you're not going to communicate when you know there's three-point shooters on the floor and they're playing desperate basketball, how do you create better conversation on the defensive end? Because too many wide open shots, Stan.
Not surprising, but we've got 30 made threes in this game now between the two teams. We said coming in, this is two of the best three.
Stretch over the last 12, 13 days of the season.
We played 41 minutes when these teams played a week ago in Phoenix.
But look at Rollins poking on occasion.
Yeah, on occasion.
Shot clock at 3, so Allen has to work quickly into the paint. Well played, and then Richards take.
Has not been good, but they've shown some fight tonight when Durant's been out.
Antetokounmpo again, the spin rack.
Well, this part I don't like about the way Phoenix is playing, and because he's not a shooter and they're worried about getting off the dribble, Nick Richards is just backing off so far that he's Antetokounmpo to dribble the ball into 6 feet. Then he's too close. He's just up over the top. You've got to meet him out here at the three-point line. You see him, he's already in the retreat. That's what they're hoping he'll do, but he knocked that to beat you. You've got time to get your help down.
Just giving him too much runway.
Much too much. He's coming full speed at you. You have no chance.
He starts knocking down those threes. He has been a complete nightmare for Phoenix tonight.
He only had 9 made threes on the year coming into tonight. He's made 2 tonight.
Gillespie misses underneath, unable to get it.
Right here with Colin Gillespie, but he missed Milwaukee. Doc Rivers a little frustrated from the line, and you're only up 9. Why? Because you have 18 turnovers, and you're getting outscored 23-3 on second chance points.
And Stan, this just happened for them recently. This is not unprecedented, where they shot it better than 60% in a game and lost.
Well, when you don't do the other things, when you don't defend, you have a chance to get help to it. I mean, he's essentially been the point guard here down the stretch.
37 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists for Antetokounmpo tonight. Here's Prince, corner 3, open.
A 15th three of the night off on the initial drive.
Fought his way through that thing Sunday in the loss to Houston, and he is fully out of that slump tonight. Coach, he has been sensational.
37 points to match Antetokounmpo, and on 3 in the league, the top 3 in scoring, rebounding, assists, and steals.
Never been done. Someone in the top 10 in all of those categories in a single season. Gillespie steps into a 3, had a good, clean look, and now the official double-doubles on the season, 10 of which.
Before you give the ball to Nick Richards, Mike Budenholzer upset. It didn't end up meaning anything, but there's no reason he should have taken the ball back to let him switch spots.
So a 7-point game as we hit the 3-minute mark now in this fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo has been magnificent, coughs it up. Another Milwaukee turnover. Booker gets it to Allen, knifes into the paint. Richards on the dive, trying to stuff with Phoenix. Giving him just under 10 points per.
What you have to do, you got to get a shot. Do not turn the ball over. 20 turnovers on the night. Be legal on your screens and take care of the ball. When you do, you're getting whatever you want on the offensive end.
Antetokounmpo,
52 points in the paint. You're going to get whatever you want. Just take care of the ball.
boy, refuses to go quietly. They're within 5.
Well, Milwaukee's going to ride this Antetokounmpo, Brook Lopez pick and roll.
Suns adjust. Antetokounmpo pulls up, mid-range jumper too much, and that time Richards played it well.
Absolutely, he stepped up a little higher.
Booker fires short, and Antetokounmpo underneath. It's only his 5th rebound of the night as we cross the 2-minute mark left in regulation.
They need to move the ball and get Antetokounmpo on the attack.
Lopez tangled, boy, was expected. Shot clock at 10. This is Rollins. Again in a starting role, curls to the cup, and he goes.
18 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals for him tonight.
Allen, pull-up 3.
Patience and discipline there. Phoenix has it down to 4 in plenty of time.
Here's a corner 3.
Stepped up.
22-year-old Ryan Rollins, who's still playing with that shoulder pain. Dislocated that thing recently as Richards is turned back. Look at right his way into Doc Rivers' rotation as he makes his 14th start. Shot clock at 7. Here comes Gillespie, Booker. 1 to shoot. Martin left open. Long rebound the other side. And a reset by Allen. Deflected. And I wonder what's left for this team. 6 regular season games left. Looks like they're going to come up short here as Kuzma tracked
he's
down.
The guy to, especially if Jalen Brunson is healthy.
Lopez.
Read by Kuzma, stayed patient, let the play develop.
Booker weaves his way up the floor, finds his spot on the baseline. Adetokounmpo clears, and we're down to 20 seconds. 131-120. As Milwaukee will improve to 41-30.
There's a lot of wins. All the guys to be admired. Anybody can catch lightning, and to do it that well for that long. Congratulations to Doc.
Indeed. Hoping he can somehow get this team into some postseason success as they're going to win it. Phoenix